try to show up.
Have you ever found yourself feeling sorry for yourself because somebody won't change what they're doing?
You know, I just get so tired of being ignored. I do everything I can to look beautiful for him. I don't know why he can't see the beauty in me. I'm one of the most beautiful women he knows. I've seen those women he hangs out with, and I'm not a jealous person. They're jealous of me. They're just jealous because I'm so pretty and I'm so beautiful. I just don't know why he can't see that.
And if only they would just change, your life would be perfect and their life would be perfect, and you could both be perfect.
I'm so tired of being lonely and ignored. I don't want to be ignored. I need to be loved. Nobody loves me. Why am I ignored all the time? I don't understand it. I just want to be loved.
If they would just change, if they would just change just a little, everything could be perfect. But unfortunately, the problem persists.
Because he still doesn't come. I just don't know why he can't see that.
For some reason, it could be something that is so frustrating that it goes on for weeks, months, years, lifetimes. I've got the answers for you right here, right now. Yo, people of the streets. What's up, what's up, what's up? How's it going? So, have you heard yourself saying those things? Welcome to day 9. 6 steps to change anyone or anything. Let's do this. What problem or situation do you have that just seems like it won't go away? Whether it's with a person that just won't change, or problem that you have that seems to be ongoing, whether it's a situation that just seems never to clear up, and no matter how much you have tried doing to change things, to see it in a different way, to understand it, nothing seems to work. Most of the time, these are deep things. These are things that just don't feel figure-outable because they've been happening for so many years. Whether it's relationship issues, money, whether it's keeping a job, having good health, whatever the issue is. Here are the 6 steps. Step number 1, think about the situation, the person, the problem, the issue, whatever you want to call it. And what I want you to do is figure out, how do you feel when you think of the situation that you can't seem to fix? I want you to locate the strongest emotion, 1 or 2 emotions that are the strongest. That is the first important step. Step 2, just remove the person or the situation out of the picture and keep the emotion. I just want you to address the emotion right now without anything else attached. This is about the emotion and you. Step 3, look at that emotion and ask yourself honestly why you're feeling that way in your life and why you're feeling that way about yourself. This is huge. And you know, sometimes you might want to just take a notebook and journal this, because a lot of times when you start writing things, you might write things that you didn't realize. Because what happens when you start writing things down, you allow your subconscious to start talking and things come out that you didn't realize were there. So, forget about the person or situation, look at the emotion and ask yourself, why are you feeling that way in your life? Why are you feeling that way about your life? How is this emotion running through your life? How is it an undercurrent? How is it a constant vibration within you? Okay, step number 4. In regards to feeling this emotion in your life, how are your needs not being met? In regards to this emotion, how are your needs not being met? And you might also want to ask the question, and what are you lacking in your life that causes this emotion to be a current in your vibration, something that you continuously experience? Step number 5, very important question, but it needs to be asked and you need to find the answer and be honest. How is this emotion serving you? How is this emotion serving you? Now, step number 6, I want you to figure out what kind of actions you can start taking to heal this emotion within yourself. So with the information that you have already thought about with the questions, what are some things you can do for yourself? So for example, with the person out of the situation, without the situation involved in it, and you're just looking at the emotion that's left, and now you're realizing that this emotion is something that's within you. We ask the question, how are your needs not being met, and how might you be lacking something that is causing this emotion? What can you do to make your needs be met in order to not feel this way? What can you do for yourself? Not what somebody else needs to do, but what can you do? And what can you give yourself so you're no longer lacking, so you don't have to have this undercurrent of this emotion constantly vibrating in your energy? Okay, so for a minute, I want to go back to whatever situation or person or thing that you came to this video with before we eliminated them and started looking at the emotion. I want you to realize something. Because you are vibrating that emotion within your energy, within your vibration, you attract situations that vibrate the same energy, the same vibration, the same emotion. Quantum physics has been scientifically proven, and it says like energy attracts like energy. So when you have something vibrating within your energy, you attract people and situations and experiences in your life that match those emotions. So it can be something that's difficult, it can be something that's happy, it can be success, it can be failure, it can be happy, it can be sad. It really doesn't matter. What you vibrate is what you attract to yourself. And what you feel as a very strong emotion, you will attract to yourself even stronger, even more. So whatever you are vibrating, whatever emotions are the strongest that are vibrating in you, that's something that might be either really bothering you or something that you really love. Whatever you're experiencing the strongest of as far as emotions and feelings are going to be the experiences that you attract to yourself the most and most often. Basically, when somebody shows up in your life and starts mirroring these emotions back to you, don't kill the messenger. They're actually your greatest teacher. They show up as the universe nudging you and showing you where you need to look at yourself for healing and resolution in order to get the things in your life that you're asking for. So this goes deeper. You may have been asking to manifest certain things in your life. You may be manifesting harmonious love relationships in your life, but you're finding that all you manifest are relationships that are far from harmonious. They might be upsetting, they might be full of jealousy, they might be annoying or ignoring or disrespectful, but you're not manifesting the relationship that you're asking for. So your vibration is actively attracting the vibration that you have, and when people and situations show up in your life that are opposite of what you are asking for, it is a clear signal from the universe telling you you need to clean up this vibration in order to get what you want. So don't kill the messenger. That person is actually there doing you a favor, showing you why you're not getting what you want, showing you why you're not getting these relationships that you're desiring, because you need to fix these other things before that relationship can show up. So if you're not seeing what you're asking for and you're seeing quite the opposite, it's a sign from the universe saying, hey, looky here, fix this, resolve it, make it go away, and you won't have those experiences anymore. Because guess what? When you heal the experience, you don't vibrate it in your energy anymore. And when you don't vibrate it in your energy anymore, you can't attract it to you anymore. Just like I said, quantum physics says like energy attracts like energy. So if you work on releasing these emotions that are keeping you away from what you really desire, and you really are honest, do these steps and work through them, you will resolve it, and then you don't have to deal with those kind of situations anymore. You will manifest better what you want. The truth is, you can change anything and anyone. But the problem probably has been that you have been putting all the power of how that can change in the person or situation that is causing you the discomfort. You cannot change somebody else, and you cannot change the situation outside of you. The way to change it with the least amount of frustration and the fastest and easiest way is fix it inside, because you're the one vibrating it and attracting it to you. Fix it inside, and you fix it outside. So stop looking at the person, at the situation, at the thing, and saying, if it would just change, if it would just stop doing that, if it would just this and that. And turn that finger back at yourself and say, why am I feeling this way? What caused me to feel this way the first time in my life? Was it something from childhood? Was it a relationship early in my teen years? What was it that made me feel this emotion to begin with? And find some resolution, some understanding, some compassion for yourself, and heal it, work through it. Realize that this hurt, this pain has been something that's been there for a long time, and this manifestation of this person or this situation that you have brought into your life now is just this very strong reflection saying it's time to see this, it's time to realize you have this, it's time to look at this, it's time to take responsibility for this and heal it within yourself so you can heal it outside of yourself. And trust me, when you get down to the core of it and you get okay with it and you just let it go and say, you know what? That was crazy that happened when I was a kid or when I was in my first relationship. And why was it? Maybe it was because you were insecure. Maybe it was because you didn't set boundaries. Maybe it was because you thought you had to take it. But you have to look at it and come to grips with it, get okay with it, and say, I'm not going to let this thing get in my way anymore. Whenever situations are brought to you that are really tough that you can't seem to solve, most likely it's something that really stems from your early days. And it's something that maybe you didn't realize has been recreating itself all your life. So any of these problems that start coming up for you that are showing you contrast, and when I say contrast, it is You are experiencing the exact opposite of what you've been asking for. It is a big, huge hello from the universe trying to get your attention to say, if you want this good feeling situation, you've got to get rid of this vibration. And if you keep projecting your issue, your vibration, you keep projecting your emotion on somebody else just because they're part of the equation to show you that you have something to pay attention to, you'll never heal it on the outside expecting someone to change. You can't change anybody. And most likely, if you did try to change somebody and they did do it for you, it probably wouldn't last because they're not doing it for themselves. The only way for true change and healing is when you do it within yourself, because you're the only one that truly understands yourself. And if you don't understand yourself and you can't work through it, then you get help with a spiritual counselor or a psychiatrist or a psychologist or whoever is trusting for you. I do sessions like this with clients all the time. What you don't want to do is go to a friend that's going to sit there and agree with you that you are a poor victim, because that is not helping you. You need somebody that's going to be honest with you and tell you what it is and how they see you getting through it. And you need to be open enough to receive that information and then do something with it. But sitting there gossiping and complaining and whining and crying to yourself and to your angels and to your friends and to your family, you aren't doing yourself any good. In fact, you're just strengthening that vibration even more, and you are going to then create even more of that situation for yourself. So stop the craziness.
Because he still doesn't come.
Zip it up.
I just don't know why he can't see that.
Stop the cycle. If there's something that makes you miserable, stop the cycle by being brave, loving yourself enough to finally work through it. Be really honest with yourself. Write down these steps and really work through it. And like I said, if you do it in a notebook and start taking notes, things may come out that you didn't even realize or remember that have to do with it. It doesn't have to be a hard process. You might have some tears in the process. You might feel some hurt and pain in the process, but isn't it better just to look at yourself, take responsibility for how you feel, heal it, resolve it, and free yourself from it once and for all, so you can have what you've been asking for. And the only way that you're going to get what you're asking for is if you clear up the stuff that has been standing in the way of you receiving what you want. Okay, everybody, 6 steps to changing anyone and anything. And when I say changing anyone or changing anything, it's because when you change it in you, it'll change it around you. Believe me, once you change it in yourself, those situations and issues you have with people or just experiences, they will go away. And maybe the person will stay and it will just magically resolve. I've had that happen in my own life. I've been doing these techniques for years, so I have seen different kinds of experiences where I've been in a relationship and there would be this behavior that was just like, why does he do this? This is just, I was doing the same thing. Like, why is it, if he would just stop doing this, we would be happy. But when I started working on me, that thing just resolved and he didn't do it anymore. But sometimes it also means that somebody might go away because they were only there to show you, to mirror to you that vibration that needed healing. And maybe that person isn't ready to change how they are, and they're going to move on to other relationships where they do the same thing in those relationships. And if that happens, most likely there's somebody that is a much higher, more loving vibration out there for you, but it's better to know than not know and keep putting up with crap. Okay? Ultimately, you want to feel good, you want to be happy, you want to feel loved, you want all these wonderful things that you've been asking for. So clean up your vibration, and whatever shakes out, at least you're going to win, and at least you're going to be happy. So go out there and work on these 6 steps. You will see your life transform. Okay, everybody, thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 10.